Who hail from Jan Division, that's the Oroko people. I know millions and trillions of you have been dying for this day and this hour to come to reality. It's just another way to say welcome to joining us on board as far as today's edition of the program, Home Morning, is concerned. It is always with renewed energy that we assemble here to keep you entertained, informed as far as our morning breakfast show is concerned on our TV. And of course, stay to come into this edition of the program, ladies and gentlemen. We shall be bringing to your regular slots like reflection, a press review. Today we have got plenty of them. Yesterday they took a recess because it was a public holiday in Cameroon. They are back and even stronger this time around. We shall be telling you much more about what is happening today as far as the press review is concerned. Today is April 1, 2025. Happy birthday to those of you who were born on April 1. It is a month of April, a month of love sharing. Yes, it is an April month and today is April Fool, right? Just be careful that as you step out of your house at the comfort of your zone, no one should do April Fool to you, not so? All right, this morning we shall be reflecting with our very first lot. We want to reflect this morning about hate. Yes, it's true, no one saw it coming, that we do hate someone somewhere. Is it necessary to hate someone when you cannot create any human being on earth? So let's reflect this morning about hate. Our very first stop is most people don't hate you. They hate themselves for not having the courage to do what you are doing. Oh yes, most people do not hate you. They hate themselves for not having the courage for doing what you are doing. Are you a taxi driver? Are you a medical doctor? No one will hate you for what you are doing or hate your personality, but they might be hating you for what you are doing, having the courage to do what you are doing. When you are bold in public, when you are bold in your family, being that one who takes the courage to say, no, this is not how we should do it. We should do it this way. You become a bad egg in the family, right? Yes. So this morning, no one is hating you for just being, no one is hating you. Most people hate you. Most people do not hate you. They hate themselves for not having the courage to do what you are doing. Oh yes. Our next picture is the people you hate are a reflection of your own flaws. The people you hate are a reflection of your own flaws. Your weakness is that which you cannot do. When you see others doing, you become hating them. You begin to hate them for no just reason. So this morning we are telling someone somewhere that all fingers are not the same. We've got 5 fingers from each hand, so we have 10 fingers. Now, every finger has its own level, has its own limit. So hate no one, for each and every one of us were destined for a purpose, one on earth. And of course, our last picture this morning, people hate you for 1 or 3 reasons. Number 1, they hate themselves. Number 2, they want to be you. Number 3, they see you as a threat. For sure, once you cannot do what A is doing, you see that your colleague or a friend of yours or a family relation as a threat to you, as a threat to your personality, because you cannot do what they are doing. It's not by magic. We all have our destinies on earth. Why should you hate your brother? That's what we're reflecting this morning. When you love yourself, you are incapable of hating anyone, no matter what they have done. When you love yourself this morning, you will never find that time to hate anybody. You do whatever you can do as the day presents itself. So endeavor to inculcate the habit of not hating anybody. Do not hate yourself. Be able to tell yourself that I am better, I can do better, I am the best. Let no one beat your drum for you. Be able to beat your drum yourself. Tell yourself, don't envy anybody. Hate no one. Live life the way it presents itself. So, this month of April 2025, ladies and gentlemen, we are inspiring someone somewhere this morning that hate not yourself. Love yourself. Be able to brandish yourself as the best. Wherever you find yourself, whatever thing you're doing, be able to brand yourself that you are the best one on earth. And of course, this morning we are inviting Longue to do for us. Demander à Dieu. For each and every one of us have a destiny on earth. Do not hate anybody. Every no one. Good morning.
Écoutez bien. Les pleurs d'un enfant qui a souffert. La vie de tout un chacun est tracée, on ne force pas le destin. Tu dis que tu seras président, tu le seras. La vie de tout un chacun est tracée, on ne force pas le destin. Tu dis que tu seras ministre, tu le seras avant de mourir. Même s'il faut attendre longtemps comme Rocher Mila, l'ambassadeur. La vie de tout un chacun est tracée, on ne force pas le destin. C'est dit que tu seras ministre, tu seras. La vie de tout un chacun est tracée, on ne force pas le destin. C'est dit que tu seras commandant, tu seras avant de mourir. John Mokoro, Maman Napol, il s'est longa, Manola yo, Gote. Because God time is the best. Thank you, Mokoro. Baby, when you watch your mama, oh, be let me get me hilo. Baby, when you watch your mama, oh, be let me get me hilo. Before I tell you, non di be mama, be let me dance a baby. Before I tell you, non di be mama, oh, be let me dance a baby. When you watch your mama, oh, when you watch your mama, be let me dance a baby, oh. You want to sing a baby? Mama, oh, people wanna soul. Mama, oh, people wanna soul. Loga, the international mama, oh. Loga, engagement critique, mama, eh. Loga, national international, la camna, oh, même les petits enfants parlent de loga, mama, eh. On ne cache jamais la lumière du soleil, oh. Mama Kono Teles Charame Wana Sauf Afrique Nikayo. Même Chantal Dia, c'est que la vie de tout un chacun est classée. Ah ouais. Il y a des moments de galère dans la vie. Il y a des moments de misère dans la vie. Voilà, t'as des mapas. Noé le sanè, Adjandela mon appuyé, Noé le bonamor. Le temps de Dieu et non des marabouts. Il y a des moments de galère dans la vie. Il y a des moments de misère dans la vie. Voilà, t'as des mapailles, Noé le sanè, Adjandela mon appuyé, Noé le bonamor. Vraiment abandonné la webana, longue. Même si c'est dur, n'importe comment, bats-toi mon fils. Car un jour, tu arriveras. Ce monsieur avait vraiment prophétisé. Le prophète Abana, merci. La galère m'avait déjà rongé. Je croyais que c'est fini pour moi. La galère m'avait déjà rongé dans la vie. Longa, je me suis battu comme un soldat. Comme le commandant, longa, j'ai pris mon pouce, j'ai poussé haut. En poisson Victor, longa, j'ai vendu le glacé au marché mon colo. Longa, j'ai mangé les toxi banana. Longa, j'ai lavé les voisines avec Pada voisine. La galère m'avait déjà rongé. Je croyais que c'est fini pour moi. Pourtant Dieu n'avait pas sonné sa cloche. Pourtant le temps de Dieu n'était pas arrivé. Et quand Dieu il a sonné sa cloche, longa, j'ai bombardé. Numéro 1 dans tous les hit parades. Charles Dogo il a parlé. Peter et Soka il a écrit. Tous les journalistes ils ont commenté. Longa, disque d'or. Voilà pourquoi je vais te dire mon ami Traoré. Faut jamais voir marabout parce que tu cherches la vie, hein? Sinon tu vas te retrouver en train de manger dans la poubelle. Écoute-moi bien, hein? Ouvre bien tes oreilles. Oh, il t'a pas eu la chanson de réussir dans la vie. On peut voir les marabouts, tu peux demander à Dieu. On peut voir les charlatans, tu peux demander à Dieu. Longa, ne connaît pas les marabouts, il faut demander à Dieu. Comment? Nyawamo, dis-moi, où elle est morte? Comment? Nyawamo, dis-moi, où elle est morte? Oh, Bobo, Matabio. Matate, je te regarde. n'est pas les marabouts, il faut demander à Dieu. Il faut demander à Dieu. Il faut demander à Dieu. Abraham Chateau ne connaît pas les marabouts. Titi Pierre ne connaît pas les charlatans. Commandant ne connaît pas les marabouts. Il faut demander à Dieu. Il faut demander à Dieu. Comment?
Home morning. It is your wake-up show from 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. from Mondays to Fridays. On Home Morning, we shall feed your indulgence with regular slots like reflection, news, health, discovery, talking point, press review, pigeon news, our guest of the day, sports, culture, and public opinion. Make it a date with us on the Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Beautiful piece there from Longue Longue. Demandez à Dieu, ask from God, and He shall certainly give you. Like we inspired someone somewhere this morning that it's not good to hate your brother or your sister. Yeah, we may disagree, but then let us learn to agree. No matter the circumstances in life, life has got its ups and downs. Let us learn to disagree, to agree. It's very important. When you become hating your brother or sister, it's of no use because you can never grow beyond a certain limit in life. Like I keep saying, that all fingers are not the same. Accept where you belong and stay comfortable. Make it comfortable for yourself. And no one should make it comfortable for you. So it's important for us to endeavor to accept faith the way it presents itself to us. All right. We are going over to our next slot this morning, which of course it is health secret. Dr. Furu Richard this morning prepares something sweet for us, which is of course about cataract. Cataract remain an eye complication, which of course many people continue neglecting. We should not wait until complications step in. They will start rushing to the hospital to get diagnosed and then start blaming our family or blaming people from the village. It's important for us to ensure regular eye check to keep our eyes safe. Now, let's get to watch Dr. Froome and tap from his expertise on how to keep our eyes safe. Hello, Doc. Good morning and welcome.
You are welcome once more to the program Health Secret. Today, I will be explaining or expatiating on issues that will create some awareness to help us realize why man is sick each day and looking for doctors, looking for healers, moving from one place to another with deplorable health situations. Why is it that man is always sick? Man, notwithstanding his knowledge, man has a well-developed brain. He has a mind. He has a spirit. He's controlled by the Spirit of God. But he's always sick. Sick, in need of doctors, in need of pastors, in need of prophets each day. But the animals in the wild, they don't know how to pray. They just eat anyhow. They don't even wash their food. They eat with dirty hands. They don't brush their mouth, their teeth. They sleep under very bad or harsh conditions, beaten by mosquitoes, insects. They wound themselves. They eat dirty food, infected food with bacteria, fungi, parasites, viruses, toxins. But they don't have doctors. They are always healthy. They are always fresh. They are always strong. But man, on the contrary, notwithstanding his well-developed brain, man is educated. Until we answer the question why, then the health of man will continue to decay with time. What do I mean by decaying with time? Those who have studied geography, if they say something decays with time, you hear of half-life. I mean, with time, the health of man will be deteriorating. The lifespan of man will be reducing with time until become a time that if man manages to reach 10 years or clock 10 years, it means he has tried. Man is sick because man is breaking the rules kept in place by his creator, the Almighty God, that will guide him. In a nutshell, most of our health problems are coming because of dietary divergence. Greetings, fellow viewers of Home TV. You are welcome once more of the program Health Secrets over Home Television. Today, I will be talking on eye issues. I want to explain the causes of eye problems. You know, eye problems are common all over the world. We even give birth to children who have eye defects. Everywhere, eye problem, people can no longer read short-sightedness, long-sightedness, glaucoma, cataract, and so on and so forth. Many people don't understand the real causes of eye problems, and because especially there are so many practitioners in the field, be it traditional or orthodox, they don't understand, they don't really know the actual cause of eye problems. Due to that fact, they end up becoming panabitas, panabiting people's eyes, panabiting them, panabiting eyes. Somebody just come to you that he has eye problem, you just start giving treatment, giving eye drops, putting medicine there, and so on and so forth. Some they just book them for operation, that they want to operate cataract or they want to operate glaucoma, and so on, but they don't ask what is the cause, the root cause. Until practitioners, people who are eye experts, healing people of eye problem, be it traditional or orthodox, they will start asking the question, what is the cause? That is when they will resort to giving the real treatment. And the day people will start asking, what is the cause of the eye problems? Maybe even eye doctors will not even have the real job again, because people will start tackling the real cause, and people will end up not being given medicine to drop in their eyes, not being given medicine or being booked for operations, unless on cases where there are damage of the eye lens, like you start having cataract that cover the eye lens and so on, blocking view. Yes, that is where those who operate will start having jobs. But when it comes to cataract, most cases, you don't even need to put medicine in the eyes. Until you cure the root causes, heal the system, cataracts will disappear on their own without you putting any medicine or dropping any medicine in the eye. There are so many things that can cause eye cataract, or cause glaucoma, eye itches, or cause poor sight, long-sightedness, short-sightedness, or any problem that is related to the eye. Yes, keeping aside injuries, like physical injuries or physical particles that may enter the eye, which in most cases is just about 1% of such cases that involve eye problems. The rest, 98 or 99%, are being caused by infections. Infections which grow in the body, spread or proliferate due to shortage of energy. I have earlier said in many of my programs that diseases only grow in the body because of low energy. There are people who can host filaria, it will be there for years, it will not affect their eyes if their energy is high. People who host infections like chlamydia, syphilis, and many others, or toxoplasma and others that can destroy the eyes, even cause blindness. They can host them even for the next 100 years. It will not cause harm depending on their energy level. Their energy suppress them. Check those diseases, they are minimized and they cannot harm the body. But there are people, once they enter, they grow like wildfire because there is no resistance, little or no resistance in them. Or their body houses a lot of food that fit this germ. And what are the food? Sugars, sugary products, low energy foods, refined food, GMOs, and so on. Those are what will fuel this germ to grow in the body, spread, and destroy your eye nerves, destroy the eye lens, destroy the eyes that serve as a window in which light enter and go into your brain for your brain to interpret. The nerves will be destroyed. The nerve serves as the cable that carry the light, the information, the wave, the radiation for the brain to interpret, because the eye does not see. It is the brain that sees, the mind that sees. Your eye is just like a window that takes information, light, that take lights, then pass through the cables, current flow by two cables, pass through the cables to your brain, now for your brain to interpret the waves now into pictures. So once the cables too are bad, the nerves, even when you see with the eye, the information cannot be sent properly to the brain, or cannot be sent totally, or even sent at all to the brain for interpretation. And they said you are blind. Or even that time the nerves can be fine, but the lenses cannot get the light to send to the brain for interpretation. They say you are blind. And the lens too can be fine, but the nerves are bad, so the lens will take the information, but it cannot be sent to the brain for you to see. So, and they said you are blind. So you see, blindness can come because of cataract, glaucoma, or because the nerves are damaged. There are so many things that can damage the nerve. Syphilis can damage the nerve. Chlamydia can damage the nerve. Filariasis can damage the nerve, or filaria worm can damage the nerve. Toxoplasma can damage the nerve. There are so many bacteria, even gonococcus and so on, so many diseases that can damage the nerves. So when you have eye problems, you see somebody who says curing eyes, the person spend time on your eyes, I mean the person does not know what he or she is doing. The person is supposed to investigate the cause of the eye problems. That's how we operate in Geneva. Many people have come to us with glaucoma, only drink medicine, glaucoma disappear. After we have researched to look for the root causes of the eye problem, we give medicine, the person drink, cure, and the eyes clear off, glaucoma disappear. It's only cataract that needs operations and so on, or chronic cases of glaucoma that the lenses are almost getting bad, that will require operation or long-term treatment. So when patients come to us with eye problem, because we are, since we are experts in holistic medicine, we know that most eye problems come because of problems in the colon, the stomach, in the colon, or in the blood. 98 to 99% of problems of the eye generate either in the colon or in the blood. When patients come, we research to look for the root causes. We clean out all what is damaging the eye, cure the person of the infection, the diseases, and before they end their treatment, the eyes clear without us ever giving anything to drop in their eyes. More than 99% of our patients are healed of eye problems just drinking medicine. But before they came, they have been moving from one traditional doctor to another, from one orthodox doctor to another, one eye specialist to another. Some come, they have even damaged some of the eyes. One of the eyes, they have operated, they are damaged, then they are managing with the other ones. In fact, some come with situations that are even beyond cure. When they come, we just cure the disease so that they should not cause further damage, because they can also cause madness. They will bring for you rheumatism, arthritis, gouts, give you pain, waist pain, sexual problems, and so on. Those same diseases will impair your entire system, just the way they destroy your eyes. So when you have eye problems, you first come to Geneva until we tell you that the eyes problems need operation before you start operating, because you need to cure but the root cause. Eye problems don't come without inside your body causing them. You cure, meet doctors that will cure, that will investigate the cause. Cure the cause of the eye problems. Then if the effect cause on the eye don't go, then you see people operate. They operate the eyes and cure you. So if you have eye problem, go to a health practitioner. Even if it's an eye specialist, it must be an eye specialist who does holistic healing in the body, who can investigate the root causes, cure the infections in the body, boost energy in your body, and then clear off the scales or whatsoever is there if they don't go. So that is that. So when you have eye problems, I invite you to come so that we carry out both clinical and laboratory investigations, sort out the root cause of your problem. We heal them for your eyes to get healed. Or if after the healing, the eyes are not completely healed, before we can give you medicine to drop in the eyes. We have so many medicines that we give people for eyes, but they can stay on my shelves for even a year without me ever prescribing, since I research and discover the true cause of eye problems. So when you are suffering from eye problems, I invite you to come to Geneva so that the root causes will be investigated. You are freed of them for your eyes to get healed. God bless you.
Garden of Eden Naturopathic Institute of West Africa, Geneva, our headquarters, Boya, Wonyamavio, Mile 18, Munya Road. Contact 674-286-493. Kumba, beside CPDM Hall, Kumba Town. Contact 674-288-671. Douala, besides Tropicana Ancien Route Beseke Bonaberi. Contact 674-289-523 or 695-936-243. Yaoundé, Biamasilak, from former Texaco, MRS former Shells Mayor. Contact 674-289-112 or 657-018-758. Bamenda, Jumabo Mankan, Bamenda again, behind Total Commercial Avenue. Contact 677-319-866. Limbe, Carr Street, Newtown. Contact 674-288-957. Bafoussam, behind Légion de Gendarmerie. Contact 680-219-145 or 697-921-385. For consultations only, contact his healer, Dr. Richard Fro at 677-628-980 or 699-958-893.
Home morning. It is your wake-up show from 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. from Mondays to Fridays. On Home Morning, we shall feed your indulgence with regular slots like reflection, news, health, discovery, talking points, press review, pigeon news, our guest of the day, sport, culture, and public opinion. Make it a
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much, Dr. Richard Fru. We hope that the message is gone across. And of course, if you are just joining us at this hour of the day, you are following Home Morning, and we are beaming live from Bonaberi, Douala 4 subdivision in Cameroon. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, there is a disturbing video circulating on the social media, which of course is portraying some Cameroonians who were scammed on the social media traveling abroad. They are stuck in Ghana, and of course, some few months ago, others were stuck in Nigeria. They used to call their family relations back at home that there is a job opportunity here in Nigeria. The salary is 400,000 francs. Do you think Nigerians are not available to work in some of those companies? I begin to feel that Cameroonians should be getting up from that slumber, not fall prey to social media travel scam. Be very careful where you are traveling to. Who is processing your document? What agency to collaborate with? Bulk of the agencies that have frustrated some Cameroonians or Cameroonian brothers and sisters who are stuck in Ghana. The agencies are based in Boya. Boya, we used to know, is a town of legendary hospitality, but Boya today is a town having the good, the bad, and the ugly. So people should be very conscious on what agency they get themselves involved with, so that you do not start crying foul when the time comes. In the course of the week, we shall be having an official to talk about this issue. More than 200 Cameroonians are stuck in Ghana, crying out because they were scammed by an agent that they were traveling to the US, Canada, and the rest. Canada, many think that is a land of milk and honey. Yes, we all dream for traveling out to Canada. We all dream to go to the US of A. But then how? What means do you intend traveling? We think that parents, guardians should begin having a rethink about this issue traveling out of Cameroon, so that we should not start coming and crying foul on the social media again. So a word to your wise is sufficient. We are moving over to our next law this morning, ladies and gentlemen. It's time we take you to the tablet to get to understand what the papers are telling us this morning.
On a press review this morning, tradition demands that we begin with the lone daily bilingual newspaper, Cameroon Tribune. And of course, Cameroon Tribune this morning talks about the 2025 Ramadan, Tous Ensemble, with President Paul Biya at the forefront, wishing Cameroonians or Cameroonian Muslims a happy feast of Eid Afi to all Muslims yesterday. And of course, still in Cameroon Tribune this morning, the paper says that betting in Cameroon, exploring the growing industry. The paper says that platforms for gambling in all forms are almost impossible to ignore in major cities in the country. Billboards, social media pop-up adverts, and of course, sponsorships of major events ensure their presence is felt everywhere. But some specialists say betting negatively impacts households and individuals addicted to it. You can get details of betting and on page 15 and 17 on today's edition of Cameroon Tribune. Still in Cameroon Tribune this morning, 2025 elections, exhortation from bishops. Bishops of Cameroon made an exhortation. You can get details of it on page 4 on today's edition on Cameroon Tribune. The story of bishops in Cameroon, they met on Friday, that was on March 28th. And of course, you can get an in-total of their outing as far as today's edition of Cameroon Tribune is concerned. We leave Cameroon Tribune this morning to cross over to the media newspaper, which of course it is both independent and responsible. The paper captions on Manu, daughters and mothers, Enyumena, queens exhort Manyangoro, Rose Abuno. If you want to get to know what they are asking her to do for the population of Manu, then grab a copy to this edition of the media newspaper. Still in the media newspaper, 2025 presidential election, Cali bishops highlight qualities of a good presidential candidate. You can get details of it on page 2 in today's edition of the media newspaper. CPDM party, New Deal regime, they are still the sole commander-in-chief. The paper says that according to authoritative French magazine Jeune Afrique, the appointment last week of new members of the CPDM Central Committee and the sidelining of some otherwise powerful regime members and laid bare silent truth about that are shaking the corridors of power in Yaoundé. You can get details of it on today's edition of the media newspaper. 14 years without Congress, the CPDM diehard drags Biya and CPDM to court. CPDM diehard supporter has taken the CPDM to court after 14 years without a national congress to elect a new party leader or to draw a balance sheet of what have been achieved so far within 40 years, the mistakes recorded, and how to make amends in the upcoming years. You can get details of that in today's edition of the media newspaper. We are leaving the media newspaper this morning to cross over to Municipal Update Daily of Chambama Victor. The paper says that microfinance sector board chair more Sylvester is claiming comes growth. You can get a detail of it in today's edition of the Municipal Update Daily. The paper equally says to ease circulation in Douala, City Council launches Wuri River Bank Road development project. Details of that you can get on page 3 in today's edition of the Municipal Update Daily. Still on Municipal Update Daily, Manyamen population silo development strike of chief designate for Bison Williams. You can get a detail of that in today's edition of Municipal Update. The paper equally captions on Honorable Malumba Sembe succors Muslims in Moya to feast Ramadan in style. You can get details of that story and many more in today's edition of Municipal Update Daily. We leave Municipal Update Daily this morning to cross over to Volcanic Times of Chief Elect of Mamu Village, Chief Charles Embola, which of course captions on at first ordinary session, Idina Council scores high in public investment execution rate, collects 70.3% revenue. You can get details of that in today's edition of Volcanic Times. Still in Volcanic Times, Mokwe, New Testament Bible goes operational. Boya Council distribute 550 birth certificates, and of course, on His Royal Majesty Albert Njembo, the embodiment of royalty. These stories and many more you can get on today's edition of Volcanic Times of Charles Embola. And of course, we leave Volcanic Times to cross over to Cameroon Echoes. Cameroon Echoes this morning says at first ordinary session, Ekondo Titi Council Mayor Margaret Otam unveils numerous projects executed. Councillors salute Mayor's development strides so far. Details of that you can get on page 6 on today's edition of Cameroon Echoes. Still in Cameroon Echoes, youth engage in farming as price of cocoa increases. You can get details of that in today's edition. At Administrative Management Account Session, Dikome Balwe Council hailed Mayor Victor Nambere for resilience and development strides. Details of that you can get on page 2 of today's edition of Cameroon Echoes. Cameroon Echoes equally goes further to caption Manyeme Chieftain's saga. A traditional council chairman says youth from neighboring villages hired for fake protests in Boya. Now, that's the story Cameroon Echoes is carrying this morning, saying that those who protested in Boya were all fake. But then, Mr. Chairman, those who protested, we know some of them that they are resident in Douala, right? So it's actually a ping-pong game being played as far as the Manyeme chieftaincy crisis is concerned. And of course, Home TV on Thursday will be talking much more about the Manyeme crisis. We leave Cameroon Echoes this morning to go over to Newswatch. Newswatch of D. Eugene says that bishops speak on forthcoming presidential election again. Predict pockets of resistance risk jeopardizing poll in northwest and southwest regions. Warn against vote buying syndrome by candidates, and says that advise Cameroonians to vote honest, responsible leaders, and says propose 10 points or 10 checklists for qualified candidates. The paper says that they look at the 10 points proposed by bishops in Cameroon on the kind of candidate that can lead Cameroon out of the jungle. And of course, the paper goes further to caption on a whole lot of stories about Manyeme chieftaincy. Note vanishes for hope. Hope vanishes for Hope Ebai as Bison Williams regains royal stone. You can get details of it on today's edition of Newswatch newspaper. We leave Newswatch this morning to get over to the Dawn newspaper. The Dawn newspaper says that Southwest OPIC to publish 2024 annual report to April 1. So we are waiting to see just what that report contains, if at all it is positive or negative. And the paper says that Bondoma, devastating fire consumes property worth 300 million francs CFA, which of course that was over the weekend. And the paper says that Tico 6 die in tragic road accident. Boya Council records 72% revenue recovery in 2024. These stories and many more you can read on today's edition of the Dawn newspaper. We leave the Dawn newspaper to get over to the Guardian Post Daily. The Guardian Post Daily this morning in an editorial says that CPDM preaching virtue and practicing the vice. CPDM preaching virtue and practicing the vice is an editorial you can read on today's edition of the Guardian Post. Still on the Guardian Post this morning, 2025 presidentials, bishops put beer in tight corner again. Drum electoral reforms, massive participation, hope in face of uncertainties in incisive memo. You can get this story and many more in today's edition of the Ghana Post Daily, which of course says that Emmanuel Harris Ako, now Seseko of Egbeko Chiefdom. Harris Ako, who is he, and why is he wearing the new title of Seseko in Egbeko village? Get the details in today's edition of the Ghana Post Daily. Still in the Ghana Post Daily this morning, the paper says that Donga Manton, CPDM supporters thank Bia for appointing Ya Judith Achidin into Central Committee. You can get details of this story and many more on today's edition of the Ghana Post Daily. And let us end this morning with the National Post bi-weekly, which says that Mutengene 6 die in road accident. The tragic incident which occurred over the weekend has been blamed on mechanical failures. It follows similar deadly occurrences that have been recorded on the Mutengene road in recent weeks. Details of that you can get on today's edition of the National Post. Round up Ramadan, Muslims celebrate in style, reinstate calls for peace and unity. Muslims celebrated with colorful traditional attire and elegant garment. Muslim leaders further drumming calls for peace and unity in the country. And of course, Yaoundé to host economic conference on import substitution policy. That's from today. And participants and stakeholders will discuss and analyze the pivotal role of import substitution in reshaping Cameroon's economy and the economy of the broader CEMAC sub-region. You can get details of it in today's edition of the National Post. And of course, Elite Championship, Anglophone clubs record momentous weekend. You can get details of it in today's edition of the National Post as well. And of course, incubation, government partners parliamentary network to boost students' business nurseries. This and many more you can get on page 4 as far as the national post is concerned. So, ladies and gentlemen, those are the papers for us this morning, talking about the just ended mission of the bishops of Cameroon, what they're proposing for Cameroon prior to the 2025 presidential elections. They have proposed 10 points, the kind of equality of a leader we can have. Many are called, many are declaring their candidacy today, but who amongst them can mount the rostrum and lead Cameroon to the promised land, which we all are clamoring for? And today is April 1, April Fool, Poisson Avril. It's a point in time when many think that we do not only tell lies only on April 1. Yes. Many believe that Cameroonians today tell lies every day. What is your perception? Do we as Cameroonians tell lies every day? Yes, we do, right? Both positively or negatively. But then we should learn to tell lies positively. I'm not encouraging you to tell lies negatively. Oh, please. C'est le Poisson Avril. And it's April Fool's Day. Today we are going to tell plenty of lies. Do not seize opportunity to cheat on your wives. Men, please respect yourselves, right? All right, let's invite Claudia the Costa to sing for us this morning. Osisowa, enjoy the piece on the TV, and I shall see you all after that with Lady L, for she's in the building this morning.
Oh yo 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 yo, oh yo yo yo, oh yo 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 yo, yo yo yo, oh yo 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 yo, yo yo. Amuna mumina sengi myanga manga mandala, na otandindala, wa mulango ya tembaye. Oi pasa mi bemba pena kiende mo mulemlemye. Amuna mumi wa watembaye kwa lembaye. Foy Emmanuel de Coninet, est-ce que ça va? Ayuyu, na sengi miango mango mandelo, na otandindolo, wa molango ya tembaye. Opasa mi bemba pena kiende mo mulemlemye. Ai, ayuyu, oyuyu, 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 olongela miwese na itana kusamu minuto nimba abole amba mambo mese obatene ni wenge na timilo kusamu minu kiemba loni wane apende moi kongoso ayo toti wana nemi ya muuma mobiso na wae merci à vous. Ayo, todi wana ndemi ya muuma mobiso na wa Martino Gale, très fort. Emmanuel Coco. Oibo de Balzac et Mapi, Dr. Ndide Foundation, merci beaucoup. Evelyne Bonlabi Jack. Oiso wana bongo mumio, oiso wapona bongo, oiso wana bongo shiramo, oiso wapona bongo, oiso wana bongo mumamo, oiso wapona bana, oiso wana bongo shirio, oiso wapona bongo, oiso wapona bongo.
Home morning. It is your wake-up show from 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. from Mondays to Fridays. On Home Morning, we shall feed your indulgence with regular slots like Reflection, News, Health, Discovery, Talking Points, Press Review, Pigeon News, our guest of the day show as we usher you to the dawn of a new day with renewed energy. Home Morning. It is your wake-up show from 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. from Mondays to Fridays. On Home Morning, we shall feed your indulgence with regular slots like Reflection, News, our guest of the day, Sports, Culture, and Public Opinion. Make it a date with us on the show as we usher you to the dawn of a new day with renewed energy. Home Morning. It is your wake-up show from 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. from Mondays to Fridays. On Home Morning, we shall feed your indulgence with regular slots like Reflection, News, Health, Discovery, Talking Points, Press Review, Pigeon News, our guest of the day, Sports, Culture, and Public Opinion. Make it a date with us on the show as we usher you to the dawn of a new day with renewed energy. Home Morning. It is your wake-up show from 6 a.m.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Beautiful piece of music there from Claudia Dikoso Osisoa. And of course, permit me say good morning to Mr. Pomis in the Douala 5 subdivision of Cameroon. You can track him on our Facebook as Mr. Song Emmanuel. And of course, go to our Facebook page. We are streaming live on Facebook. And of course, our YouTube channel, Home TV Cameroon. Share the link to your friends. I keep on saying that is free of charge. Just like is free of charge. Share is free of charge. It wouldn't cost you anything, right? Just do it for us. It is your only two way to contribute to our own growth as Home TV. If you think we are doing the right thing, if you think we are doing the right thing in at entertaining you or wherever you are. Now, this morning I'm receiving Lady L in the building.
Great German emperor who is known as Otto von Bismarck.
Wow.
Yes.
Otto von Bismarck.
Otto von Bismarck.
Those who did Cameroon history.
What history? Everyone that did history.
Otto von Bismarck.
Yes. German chancellor. And he actually fought against the Bismarckian diplomacy. Nobody would do history without talking about Bismarckian diplomacy.
Some were even nicknamed Otto von Bismarck.
Yes, some even nicknamed Otto von Bismarck. Okay, he was actually born on this date in the year 1815. So I will seize the opportunity to tell and wish a happy birthday to all the Bismarcks out there. So enjoy your day.
Yeah, we have parents who decided to name their children after Bismarck.
Exactly.
Because they saw in him a fighting spirit. They saw some believed in him that was a good leader while in Cameroon as well. We will not forget how much he transpired, how much work he did as far as the German colonization of Cameroon was concerned.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's it. Bismarck was a great man. And away from that, we shall also see.
Don't forget that we have the Bismarck Fountain in Boya, just around the National Archive, annex archive in Boya. Beside the governor's office in Boya, there is a Bismarck Fountain. So if you go there, you see his fountain. Those of you who know Boya very well, or who aspire to visit Boya, when you get to Boya, ask of the Bismarck Fountain. It's somewhere there, well planted.
Yes, don't reach Boya without getting there. Just go there and see. Anybody that goes to Boya just sees that opportunity to visit that area. And again, away from that, we shall be talking about the Second World War that was fought between the Japanese and the Ireland. the U.S. troops actually landed on Japanese island of Okinawa during the Second World War to fight their battles. And away from that, we shall be talking about following some overwhelming support in the national referendum. Ruhollah Khoraima declared Iran as an Islamic republic. It marked the end of the Iranic Revolution. That was on the 1st of April 1979. And they say today's April Fool. Everywhere in social media, April Fool. So just seize the opportunity to lie, but give a positive lies. So people should make sure to give positive lies to people. Yes, don't go and give negative lies. And as for some couples, don't go and cheat on your partner. So I beg, don't go and cheat. I want to say, no, babe, it's April Fool. I'm just kidding. I beg, don't do that. Don't do that. Okay, so the technical department will put out some videos for us to see some other events that actually happened on this day in history.
All right. April 1st has been an eventful day throughout history, with a wide range of significant events occurring on this day. From wars to technological advancements, here are 10 historical events that have taken place on April 1 to 1865. President Abraham Lincoln delivers a speech outlining his plans for Reconstruction after the end of the Civil War. Sadly, Lincoln was assassinated just a few days later, on April 14, 1918. The Royal Air Force is established in the United Kingdom, combining the existing Royal Flying Corps and the Royal Naval Air Service to defend Britain during World War I. 1948, the Berlin blockade begins as Soviet forces block all rail, road, and water access to West Berlin. This event led to the Berlin airlift, during which the Western Allies flew supplies into the city to sustain the population. 1954, the United States Air Force Academy is established in Colorado Springs, Colorado. It was created to provide a world-class education to future Air Force officers. 1960, the first weather satellite, TIROS-1, is launched into orbit by NASA. It was instrumental in helping meteorologists study weather patterns and predict weather conditions more accurately. 1976, Apple Computer is founded by Steve Jobs, Steve Wozniak, and Ronald Wayne. The company's innovative products and technologies would revolutionize the computer industry. 1979, Iran becomes an Islamic republic, following the Iranian Revolution that overthrew the Shah of Iran. The country remains an Islamic republic to this day. 1999, the Canadian territory of Nunavut is created, making it the largest and northernmost territory in Canada. It was established to provide greater autonomy and self-governance to the indigenous Inuit people of the region. 2001, China joins the World Trade Organization, WTO, becoming the 143rd member of the organization. China's accession to the WTO was a significant step in its integration into the global economy. 2018, the first ever photo of a black hole is published, captured by the Event Horizon telescope. The image provided scientists with valuable insights into the nature of black holes and their behavior. These 10 events demonstrate the diverse range of historical events that have taken place on April 1st. From the establishment of the Royal Air Force to the founding of Apple Computer, these events have had a lasting impact on our world and continue to shape.
Home morning. It is your wake-up show from 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. from Mondays to Fridays on Home Morning.
Beautiful day, Lady L, about April 1. But one thing Cameroonians should retain as far as this April 1 is concerned was a day that Bismarck, Otto von Bismarck, the very first German Chancellor, was born. We know his pivotal role he played in a German role in Cameroon. Then we have, before the outbreak of the World War I, then Cameroon got partitioned into two, into the British and French, and why they have to take a part of Cameroon. And they decided to merge their own territory to that of Nigeria. That's why you had the issue of indirect rule. The British decided to rule indirectly with Cameroon in Cameroon. They had the coming in of the creation of Dios, and then the French administered her own territory was there.
Thank you, and happy April Fools to everyone out there. See you tomorrow.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's continue with the program. Like I announced a few minutes ago,
that we've got some Cameroonians stuck in Ghana because they were scammed. So this time around, Cameroonians should be very careful. Some few months back, we had a report that Cameroonians were stuck in Nigeria. When they take a family, when they take A from a family, they start calling back home. That come, there is a job here, a good job here, paid job in a Canadian company that the salary is about 400 or 500,000 francs. And they did that to so many parents today who are crying.
Johnson Charity. I'm from Boya. So it was my friend that told me about the business. That
Johnson Charity, what nationality are you?
Cameroon.
It's not a village in Cameroon. Which village do you come from? Which division do you come from in Cameroon?
Division. Momo.
Which division do you come from?
Momo division.
Go ahead. I'm listening to you.
So it was a friend of mine that told me about the business. That he said the business is okay.
And where did you meet that your friend?
In Boya.
Where in Boya? Where did you meet that your friend in Boya?
Maliko. I met that my friend in Maliko.
Go ahead.
So she told me about the business, that the business is in South Africa.
Yes.
Yes. So, and it's a very good business that they pay every week. So that was what he told me, my parents.
Where are your parents?
They are in Bora.
Wow, quite challenging there, ladies and gentlemen. And of course, that one, the video, that's the first video, is about Nigeria, Cameroonians stuck in Nigeria. And of course, we have a second video talking about those who are stuck in Ghana. Still, this issue about job scam that we get on the social media. You call your relation. I was almost a victim because my wife was called by her friend that there is a good paid job in Nigeria. And this actually happened just few days after I had an interview with, or I had a visit.
Lyon, tu te rends compte qu'il n'y a même pas le travail. Maintenant, toi, ton tour, maintenant, on te conditionne de faire venir tes proches pour qu'on puisse aussi les prendre de l'argent, ainsi de suite. Donc, c'est un fléau, pardon, autant pour moi. Voilà les victimes et maintenant les leaders qui ont créé le réseau, on les envoie au commissariat. Donc, voilà tous les Camerounais là, que vous pouvez constater. Quelqu'un peut reconnaître son frère ici, c'est une bonne chose. Et sensibiliser toutes vos familles, hein. Si quelqu'un te contacte via Internet qui a le travail au Ghana, faites très attention parce qu'il n'y a rien. Parce qu'il n'y a rien. C'est juste pour prendre votre travail. Donc faites attention, sensibilisez tous vos frères. Tous sur Internet, soit de point de travail sur Internet au Ghana ou à Monnaie. On les a logés tous là-bas. Vous voyez que c'est un budget. C'est pas facile. C'est un budget. Vous voyez un peu. Donc, faites attention, sensibilisez. Voilà, si quelqu'un vous contacte du Cameroun, qui a le travail au Ghana, depuis le Ghana ici, faites très attention. Ne faites même pas l'erreur. Il y a une seule que la famille a vendu le terrain. Donc vous pouvez envoyer de l'argent. Vous voyez? Il y a au moins 90 Camerounais, les Burkinabés, les Congolais, les Tchadiens, tous sont là. Vous voyez? Voilà.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. That's a video clip. You got it all from the person who was filming that video clip, telling us that 120 Cameroonians are stuck in Ghana. We should be careful. We have parents, families who sold their parcel of land to send their children abroad with the hope that they will get to that promised land and try to send back the money so that they can continue their life. But it's very unfortunate that they are stuck in Ghana. So you should be careful on what you see on the social media. And so they should not fall prey. All right, we are going now to digest that information by inviting Asaba to do for us Mombebe this morning. We'll come back. We shall be hoping to welcome our pretty newscaster or having a discovery slot this morning.
Starfish Entertainment. Rapping them on the beat. Yeah, na 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 na. Adele, Adele, bon amour, Adele. Trop d'égo sont jaloux, j'ai l'homme qu'il faut. They just wouldn't know, baby, I love you so. Cause when I fall down, my love, you lift me up. Baby, you're the love of my life, oh, tu décideras jamais. Je peux mourir pour toi, tu décideras jamais. Allez, mon amour, allez, allez, que quoi qu'il ils ont voulu nous séparer, chercher à nous garder. Oh, les sorciers, laissez-nous respirer. You ain't the talk, pari paro, para pare. Stop, cause my baby did for me. Tu décideras jamais. Je peux mourir pour toi. Tu décideras jamais. Allez, mon amour, allez, allez. Que quoi qu'il arrive, tu resteras mon bébé. Mon bébé, bébé, bébé. Que quoi qu'il arrive, tu resteras mon bébé. Mon bébé, bébé, bébé. Quand I see you, my baby, let me love you. Ti amor. Let me love, allez, mon amour, allez, 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 allez. Que quoi qu'il arrive, tu resteras mon bébé. Mon bébé, bébé, bébé. Que quoi qu'il arrive, tu resteras mon bébé. Mon bébé, bébé, bébé.
Welcome to the Positive Squad. In today's video, we shall be sharing with you an in-depth look into the country Cameroon. Cameroon is a country lying at the junction of Western and Central Africa. Its ethnically diverse population is among the most urban in West Africa. The capital is Yaoundé, located in the south-central part of the country. Cameroon is triangular in shape and is bordered by Nigeria to the northwest, Chad to the northeast, the Central African Republic to the east, the Republic of Congo to the southeast, Gabon and Equatorial Guinea to the south, and the Atlantic Ocean to the southwest. The country has been described as an ethnic crossroads because of its more than 200 different ethnic groups. There are three main linguistic groups: the Bantu-speaking peoples of the south, the Sudanese-speaking peoples of the north, and those who speak the semi-Bantu languages situated mainly in the west. The first Bantu groups included the Maka, Njem, and Douala. They were followed at the beginning of the 19th century by the Fang and Beti peoples. The Sudanese-speaking peoples include the Sao, who live on the Adamawa Plateau, the Fulani and the Kanuri. The Fulani came from the Niger Basin in two waves. In the 11th and 19th